What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show, a real live morning radio show. As well, we are live right here in Chicago, Illinois from 12 p.m. until 1 p.m. CST. Woo! All right, you all. So we're gonna get straight into the show rundown. We're gonna have daily news, and then afterwards, we're gonna have a conversation on what makes a real man. So I want you guys to stick around so we can have this hard-hitting conversation. All right, let's get into this. It's on Site wrote that a woman has been arrested in Moscow for reportedly engaging in a sexual act with a male passenger during a flight. The incident occurred on a Pobeda, airlines flight lasting 5 hours. I probably said that completely wrong. With children also on board, reporting from the Daily Mail. Witnesses stated that the man initially tried to resist and push the woman away. Again, let me restate this. This lady was arrested in Moscow for reportedly engaging in a sexual act with a male passenger during a flight. Now, the witnesses stated the man initially tried to resist and push the woman away. When the police arrived at the airport in Moscow, passengers and crew members applauded and cheered as the woman, identified as Valeria, age 29, was taken into custody. Quote, on a flight from Moscow to Moscow, a female passenger went on a rampage and orally raped her male neighbor, end quote, reported Mayor Russian news outlet Gazeta.ru. That's Gazeta.ru, excuse me. Gazeta.ru. Quote, she pulled down his trousers and committed violent acts of sexual nature. All this happened in front of the flight attendants and other passengers. Surprisingly, the flight attendants waited until the end of the action and only then moved Valeria further away. The woman fought back and did not want to leave her newly made companion, end quote. Another male passenger was assigned to guard the woman for the remainder of the flight after the incident. According to reports, she was intoxicated when she boarded the flight in Turkey. Witnesses claim that during the flight, she scratched the flight crew and smoked an e-cigarette despite repeated requests to stop. In an interview with Baza Media, she expressed no remorse for her actions on the plane, stating that she, quote, had a good time, end quote, and did regret anything. She mentioned being fined 500 rubles, which is $5.68 for her behavior in American money. Witnesses reported that she demanded hot water and then poured it onto the floor. Upon landing at Vunkovo Airport, she allegedly attempted to bribe the flight attendant crew with a $100 bill to keep quiet. A stewardess threw out the banknote, leading the woman to empty the trash onto the plane's floor to regain the money. Y'all, there's some things that I read and I'm just like, there's no way that this is a real news report. There's no way that these things happen. But then again, humans are humans and humans do crazy stuff. I can't believe this man was orally raped. But I also want to know, how the heck did you allow this woman to take down your pants, take down your underwear, and orally rape you? Like, I understand being shocked. I truly do. I understand like what the world is happening right now. But also, I know if somebody reached for my pants, I'm immediately either smacking their hand away, or like putting myself back together. Like, what are you doing? And causing an entire scene. So I'm so confused. And for the flight attendant crew to just sit there and watch, I want to say shame on them, but I probably also understand and realize that they probably were in just as much shock as this man. And we're like, what the heck is going on? All right, y'all, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to get into some more daily news. I have some very terrifying information to share with you all. So stick around so you can hear what happened. This is the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400. I'll be right back. And 107.1.
World Premium CBD offers full and broad-spectrum CBD oil, extracts, and capsules, which are designed to help you feel your best. Their products are sourced from the best organic hemp and natural ingredients on the market and are tested for quality, purity, and potency. They have a full range of items from health and wellness to beauty to pets. Call 725-205-9223. Visit online at zinworld.com or stop by their location at 9895 South Maryland Parkway and Silverado Range Parkway. Mention KSHP for 10% off in-store or use code KSHP online for 15% off.
Is your dog suffering from a sensitive stomach? Hi, it's Kelly the Cookie Lady from Mooch's Munchies. Our dogs had super sensitive tummies, and I needed to find a low-fat treat that wouldn't give them gas or other issues. Most of the treats on the market were loaded with fillers, chemicals, and chicken fat. Many of them weren't even food. Well, I knew I could do better, so I developed Mooch's Munchies, and I'm happy to be able to share them with you. Stop by our store or our website, moochesmunchies.com, and find out why we say that Mooch's Munchies are totally pawsome.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show, a real live radio morning show. And also live, well, someone just flew in my mouth. Also live in Chicago from 12 p.m. until 1 p.m. CST. I don't know what's going on today. All these technical difficulties and things just flying into my face. I've been trying to tell y'all this is a real live morning radio show and not a podcast. I can't even get rid of all this stuff. But yes, welcome in. We're going to go over some more daily news. Now, I want to get into something that happened yesterday that had a lot of the world shocked because it was going viral on social media. And it was a very serious, disgusting, and vile situation. And it's crazy to see that this is still happening in 2023, especially when you think that the world is moving forward, but then you realize the world is also moving backwards at the same time. So as stated by the Neighborhood Talk, a Black female high school student in Suwannee Mission, Kansas, of course, Kansas, was subjected to a racial attack at school after she was attempting to confront her classmates for being racist. According to video submitted to the Kansas City Defender, the Black girl, whom they referred to as Bree, was confronting two of her white peers for allegedly calling Black people slaves. In the video, the white girl seemed clueless about what Bree was talking about, but Bree maintained that the girls take accountability for what they said. One of the girls eventually walked off from the conversation while Bree yelled down the hallway for the girls to come back and own up to what they said. After that, in the next video, Bree is still talking about the racist comments when a boy who was occupying the girls yell, "Shut the F up." Bree questions who said that, and the boy charges down the hallway yelling, "Me," N-word, me. Then all hell just breaks loose. Bree and the boy began to fight for several seconds before teachers eventually break up the fight. Bree reportedly suffered a broken nose and had to be taken to the hospital. She was also suspended for 5 days. Her attacker was also suspended, but the students at the school, as well as the community, feel as though Bree shouldn't have been suspended and the attacker should be expelled. The students recently held a walkout during class to stand in solidarity with Bree and to combat racism at the school. The school district has also been very coy about the situation, only offering a simple statement with which many feel isn't enough. Quote, "It is a priority for the administration and the board of the Suwannee Mission School District that all of our students are treated with respect and feel welcome in our schools," end quote. The district spokesperson said in a statement, "The district is saddened by this incident," end quote. Now, I want to play this clip for you. There are a few curse words in the audio, but this needs to be played and heard for news purposes. We will definitely try to pot down some of the curse words, but I want you guys to get the gist of what happened in this situation. Take a listen.
Don't say nothing unless you're gonna come say it to my face, because I'm not gonna do it with you. Man, shut the fuck. Oh, who's that? What? What? I'll fuck Hey, somebody come get it. You swung. You swung first. You swung first. Who the fuck? Nigga. Who the fuck? Nigga, hold on. We not even talking to you, bitch. Oh, I'm calm down.
Now, in this situation, as you can hear, the white student, who's a male, called the black female student the N-word several times. He also cursed at her several times. It was told by many people that this white male student wasn't a part of the situation between Bree and the other two white girls who called her black counterparts slaves. He decided to get in the situation because there's a lot of people, and unfortunately this is true, there are a lot of Caucasian people who feel threatened, uncomfortable, and scared to be in situations where their white counterparts are being called out for being racist. And a lot of times when they are around their white counterparts who are being called out for being racist, they themselves insert themselves into that situation and end up being racist themselves. I've seen it personally in my life several times where I've seen somebody confronting another white person for saying something or doing something that was racist, and the white person next to them jumps in trying to defend that white person, trying to say that that person isn't racist, but while doing so is racist themselves, whether it's covertly or overtly. And in this situation, you can see this white student was overtly racist, and he charged after Bree. Not only did he charge after Bree, he threw the punch at Bree first and then decided to say that Bree was the one who hit him first. And it's so crazy how when adrenaline comes in, you think that something happened that really did not happen. And not giving this white male student grace whatsoever, because at no point was this black female student a threat to this white man. But I understand when people think that things happen and they believe things happen because their adrenaline really is going. And it's obvious that this white male student had adrenaline pumping crazy because he just couldn't wait to be racist. He just couldn't wait to show his true colors. He couldn't wait to attack a black person. Now, I don't think all white people are racist, but there are a lot more racist people than we think there are. There are a lot more racist people who know how to hide their racism better than most. There are a lot of white people who are born and raised to be racist. We've seen it time and time again, and it's just sad. And I don't care what anybody says. There are things that you just don't do. There are lows that you just don't reach for, and being racist is one of the lows. There are some white people out there who say, I'm not racist. I just wanted to find a reason to hurt you. And if that reason was to be racist, you're racist, period. If your excuse to be racist is I upset you, you're racist, period. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree in the comments, or always call in at 702-221-7283. Let's have that conversation. I want to have it. Now, since this incident, the racist white student who attacked this black girl's school while saying the N-word is officially charged with a felony. The Johnson County District Attorney's Office confirmed the 15-year-old male student was charged with unlawfully, feloniously, and knowingly causing great bodily harm to another person or disfigurement of another person. The alleged crime is a level 4 felony. Now, for those who don't know what that is, although sentencing guidelines will vary by state, the majority of class 4 felony convictions result in a prison sentence of approximately 1 to 3 years. They also can include fines up to $10,000 or more, depending on the jurisdiction. Now, I don't care what anyone says. If you watch this video, Lil Mama held her own, period. Bree held her own. She kept up. Do you hear me? She nucked when he bucked. Now, I'm not applauding violence. I'm not applauding Black women in distress. I'm not applauding Black women having to fight for what seems like their lives. What I am applauding is her standing 10 tones down in the face of a racist. I am applauding her standing on business in the face of a threat and not letting up while feeling and being threatened. This is why you will always hear me say this, and I will continue to say this: protect Black women always. Period. Now, let me know what you guys agree or disagree to, because personally, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Now, Rhonda Kennedy for Senate says racism lives in all groups. I've had Black people act racist towards me as well. Now, I would love to have you on the show, Rhonda, so we can talk about this. I personally believe that's discrimination and prejudice versus just racism, but we can have that conversation. I'm always open to having open-ended conversations and agreeing or disagreeing or figuring it out on both ways. But in this situation where it was a white person versus a Black person, it was very apparent that he had built up aggression. And I know this is gonna be a really strong word, but I mean it. I hate when white people get so uncomfortable and so fueled with rage when Black people talk about their experiences, when Black people say that I've had racist remarks against me, I've had racist people threaten me, I have dealt with racism. I really hate when white people try to discredit that. When white people get upset and say, oh, well, racism is not a thing, it's 2023, get over it. It's not over. It's not over. And I would never discredit someone else's feelings when they are valid, when they are true, when it actually happened. And for those people out there who get so offended by Black people telling their truths, sticking up for themselves in the face of racism, and saying that racism exists, you guys are part of the problem. You are. For any white person who gets filled with rage and uncomfortability to the point where they're going to attack a person or yell at a person or threaten a person or discredit a person based off of their actual experiences, you are part of the problem. Let me know if you guys agree. Let me know if you guys disagree. We can have a conversation. Now, Naturally Radiant out of Chicago, Illinois says, I do not condone violence, but I'm glad that she wasn't a victim and stood up for herself. She surely did. She was throwing them punches like it had nobody else's business put on it but his. Okay? Oh gosh, I'm wishing this girl a healthy recovery, because I understand in this situation too, it's not going to just be a physical recovery, it's going to be a mental recovery. Not only does she have to remember this racist attack, but she has to also remember the ridicule that's been placed on her. She has to also deal with the fact that people are standing up for her. While that feels great, that's also embarrassing. Let's call a spade a spade. It feels great to have people rally behind you, but the fact that you were the example and you were the reason people are rallying behind you, people can sit here and say that feels great all they want, but it's also an awkward situation. It is what it is. All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna have a conversation on what makes a real man. Yes, I'm looking at my Instagram right now. What makes a real man? I want to have this conversation. I want you guys to call in. So we're going to be sure to pay attention to the phone lines. I want you guys to call in at 702-221-7283. I did get a lot of comments, and I have been getting them for the past 2 weeks that we've been missing some phone calls. Don't worry. We're going to figure that out. We're going to make sure that we get you guys live on air. So continue to call in 702-221-7283. Or if you can't call in, comment live on the streaming platforms. This is the Jaime Dee Show live in Vegas and now live in Chicago. Stay right there. This is KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM.
At AR Heating and Air Conditioning, our main goal is to provide high-quality service without breaking the bank. From maintaining your HVAC units to fixing them when they are down, they are there for you. AR Heating and Air Conditioning offer reasonable prices, reliability, and professional service at a great value. For more information, go to fixmyac.net or call 702-646-4000. Beat the heat and call AR Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Welcome to Hash House A Go-Go, where we've been serving farm food and crafted cocktails for over 2 decades. Visit us for the full Hash House experience at any of our 5 Las Vegas locations. Hash House A Go-Go is where old school meets new and gets twisted. We bring people together over good food and fun. Come in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and come hungry because our portions are huge. Visit us online to see our entire menu at hashhouseagogo.com. Hash House A Go-Go. It's a Midwest thing, and there's nothing else like it.
Hungry for the best barbecue in Las Vegas? Come out to the infamous barbecue and meat market, John Mole's Meats and Roadkill Grill in Las Vegas. John Mole's was featured on the Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Now take home delicious meat selections for your grill, and while you're there, grab a bite of the best barbecue in Las Vegas. With 2 locations now at Tom and Gowan or on North Decatur, you're sure to find the perfect meats for your next barbecue or party. Find us online at johnmolemeats.com.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show, a real live morning radio show. And now live from 12 p.m. until 1 p.m. CST out of Chicago, Illinois. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys are just now tuning in, I already went over the daily news, and now we're going to have a conversation on what makes a real man. For those who are tuning in right now on the Instagram, be sure to comment. I do acknowledge your comments. As well, for those on YouTube, comment. I acknowledge your comments. Or call in at 702-221-7283 so you can get live on the radio with me. Again, that's 702-221-7283. Now, if you're calling in, be sure to be ready to talk about the conversations that we're actually having at the moment. All right? Now, let's get into this. What makes a real man? Personally, I am so tired of people having these stupid AF, unrealistic social rules of how to be a real man, and even more stupid social expectations that they place on men. This world is literally so backwards on many things, and I can never understand why people try to limit other people so much. Why do you think we have so many men walking and living in their unhealed traumas every day, on the edge, on the defense, and not knowing how to appropriately deal with many life situations? It's because of y'all. I said it. Because of y'all. Yep, y'all. Because of the people in power. Because of the powers that be. And also, y'all, for keeping up with the powers that be and the stupid things they've placed on our society. It's like y'all want us men to be labor slaves, sex slaves, ATMs, overly aggressive, mean/rude, disrespectful, dirty, mentally unstable, unexpressive, and more. Why? Why do you want men to be that way? You don't even want yourself to be that way. And if you do, something's wrong with you. You need to seek help. It's called therapy. It's called a shock collar. I don't know what you want to call it, but you need it. Now, don't come in here talking about what about women, because if you don't truly watch my show, you miss out on the fact that I always do my best to fight for all demographics. And I always give mention, space, time, and attention to the struggles women have. Men aren't the only ones who deal with stupid societal rules and unrealistic expectations. I know that, but we're just talking about men for this segment. So we'll get to y'all. We will. I'm just talking about our men right now, okay? I just don't get why y'all allow people to place these dumb ideals on y'all anyway. I'm talking to men. Why do you let other people tell y'all how y'all should be? What's the point of that? Why do you want somebody else to rule how you act, how you respond, how you feel, how you present yourself? You want to be a slave to that ideology for what? Unless you are in an unsafe environment, it is a literal law where you live, or you feel like you can't be yourself where you are for whatever reason, who gives a crap about how people want you to be? Be you. Live in you. Show off you. I mean, I don't know how many times you want me to tell you that. Do you? You're not going to tell me I can't wash my behind. I can't dress. I can't clean my fingernails. I can't express myself and be sensitive. I can't try new things. I can't eat or drink certain things and more. I'm going to do whatever the hell it is I want to do. You're not going to dictate how I live my life as Jaime Dee, how I live my life as a man. You're just not. You're just not. And what I find even crazier is how people have these stupid expectations for men, but then be the same ones crying about, why doesn't my man open up? Why is my man dirty? Why is my man always so aggressive? Why is my man controlling? Why is my man not fun? Why is my man always cheating on me and chase behind other women and more? It's like y'all don't want us to evolve, but y'all do. Make up your mind. Then when we do evolve, and we do respect ourselves, and we do open up ourselves to more possibilities, now y'all want to attack us. Oh, nah, he's just gay. He's zesty. He's soft. He's not a real man. There are no real men left. Black men are F words. Black men are FN words. Like, come on, bruh. Like, give us a break. You either want it or you don't want it. And then my thing is, when y'all try to find these men that y'all want these men to be rugged, rough, also sweet and kind at the same time. That's a contradiction. How am I gonna be rugged and rough and soft and sweet and kind at the same time? You can find a balance, but y'all want these men to be literally one way on the spectrum and then the opposite way on the spectrum at the same time, without teaching real balance, without having expectations of what balance looks like, without having conversations of what balance looks like. And then when y'all try to have these conversations, majority of times it ends up with us being name called. It ends up with y'all attacking us. And then you wonder why we don't open up. Now, Kara says exactly true. Rhonda Kennedy for Senate says true. She says, I have my own sons. And I bet. But my thing is, granted, there are a lot of men who are gay, and there are a lot of men who are bi. There are more than you realize. I'm gonna tell you this: some of y'all are dating them, some of y'all are married to them, and that's not me being shady or being weird or being rude. You all are married to gay and bi men, period. But guess what? They're not outwardly gay or outwardly bi because of the expectations y'all place on men. There are soft men. There are men who are redefining what a real man is every day and more. And all that's okay. What's not okay is men living in a lie, men living in secret, men lying to their partners when they're not truly being themselves. That's not okay. That's not. And I agree with that. Nobody should be dating somebody who truly doesn't want them. Nobody should be dating somebody or married to somebody who's being used as a beard or cover up. I agree with that. But y'all realize y'all make men this way, right? And when I say y'all, and listen, I'm not shady. I will put an at to it. If I was talking about specifically women, I would just say that women aren't the only individuals who make men the way they are. It really is other men. It really is the powers that be. It really is the negative representation of men in the media. It is. Now, again, it's okay for you to be gay, bi, soft, whatever it is, as long as you're a man standing on your business. What is not okay is that y'all are complaining that men ain't shit, but y'all are the ones who raised these ain't shit men. Y'all are the ones who applaud these men that aren't anything good. Y'all are the ones who laugh at these antics. I don't know why y'all laugh at these antics of ain't crap men. Y'all give men excuses back to back, allowing them to be crappy men, and then say, oh, it's a-okay for men to be crappy until it's happening to you. Now I'm gonna say this again. Y'all complain that men are crappy, and y'all raise these crappy men. Y'all applaud these crappy men. Y'all laugh at the antics of these crappy men. Y'all give these crappy men excuses back to back, allowing them to be crappy, and then say it's a-okay for these men to be this way until it's happening to you. I'm just as flabbergasted as some of the people listening to me right now. I mean, tell me if you guys agree or disagree. Rhonda Kennedy for Senate says Metro men should be natural, know how to dress, and have personal hygiene. I agree. I see a lot of men and women in the comments on social media all the time, and it be all gravy when someone else is being dogged out by ain't crap men. But the second it happens to you, now it's not okay. And that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen and heard. The dumbest. Like, please make up your minds about how we should be. This continuous back and forth is exhausting, disgusting, and a huge hindrance to our society. I don't care what any of y'all have to say. The traditional old ways of thinking about what makes a man and what makes masculinity is extremely toxic. That's why there are so many men who are messed up today. Y'all can think whatever it is you want, but most men are jacked up and just do a good job of hiding it. I myself have been affected by other men telling me how I should be versus nurturing the type of man they saw in me already. What makes a man isn't the number of girls he can get, the amount of other men he scares, how physically strong he is, how emotionless he can be, how much liquor he can hold, and all of that other dumb crap. What makes a man is someone who can lead, who can communicate, who can provide. And I don't mean just monetarily provide. Someone who can express themselves appropriately, be caring, be compassionate, be chivalrous, be able to find solutions to problems and more. Those are the basics of what makes a man. And then after that, whatever else you come up with on your own, that's on you. Men are allowed to be whatever the heck it is they want to be. Shoot, somebody is going to like it. There's somebody for everybody, period. Now, according to lovepanky.com, they also agree that the old values that are instilled into men are damaging to our men. Quote, the old ways of thinking about about what masculinity is, are extremely toxic. Think about it. A father who never hugs his son and tells him that boys don't cry isn't something to aspire to. However, a father letting his son articulate his feelings and work through them to find a solution is what makes a man a man. The former way glorifies aggression, violence, and a continuation of the cycle of toxic masculinity and misogyny. These things are often triggered by a fear of being seen as feminine. The fact that many men's worst fear is to be perceived as less masculine is a problem within itself. If guys can be taught to feel secure in their masculinity by sharing their feelings and respecting others without aggression, this old way of thinking could finally come to an end. End quote. Now, again, tell me if you guys agree. Kara says it's a non-stop toxic cycle, and I completely agree. Now, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have a conversation about lovepanky.com and why this conversation was brought up in the first place. So don't go anywhere, because this is a real live morning radio show called The Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at The Jaime Dee Show, a real live morning radio show, and now live in Chicago from 12 p.m. until 1 p.m. CST. Stick around. I'll be right back.
World Premium CBD offers full and broad spectrum CBD oil, extracts, and capsules, which are designed to help you feel your best. Their products are sourced from the best organic hemp and natural ingredients on the market and are tested for quality, purity, and potency. They have a full range of items from health and wellness to beauty to pets. Call 725-205-9223. Visit online at zinworld.com or stop by their location at 9895 South Maryland Parkway and Silverado Range Parkway. Mention KSHP for 10% off in store or use code KSHP online for 15% off.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. CST in Las Vegas, Nevada, and now 12 p.m. until 1 p.m. CST in Chicago, Illinois. We're also live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at The Jaime Dee Show, a real live morning radio show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As well, share my link to your friends and family so they can get the daily news and also be a part of the social topics of the day. I want to get your guys' comments in the chat. And I also want to get you guys to call in at 702-221-7283. We are paying attention to the phone lines. Now, Nana says, we're on Instagram Live right now too, you spitting straight facts. I want to tell you all this. Lovepanky.com, that's LOVEPANKY.com, may not be a .org or .edu website, but you don't need to be a .org or .edu or .gov to know what you're talking about. Some people, organizations, businesses, and more are masters of their specific topic area because of real life experiences. Some things can be learned in the classroom, some things can be learned on the field, and some things can be learned by just living every day in the real world. LovePinky.com is a website that is built to guide us to bettering our love and relationships. So even though it doesn't seem like a peer-reviewed site, in my opinion, it's still credible. So I'm going to mention some more things that LovePinky.com stated. LovePinky.com says that what makes a man is not traditional masculinity. It actually is, quote, traditional masculinity has absolutely nothing to do with what makes a man today. Modern masculinity is a little bit further different. It's better for guys and their mental health, which has always and unfortunately been overlooked. And so what they're saying is the new way of understanding what makes a man is better for men and better for their mental health. But while we've been talking about what makes a man, we haven't truly dived into the specifics. Now let's give y'all some. They say what makes a man is him feeling confident in his masculinity and sexuality, him respecting women, him not being afraid to let go of power, him always offering to help, him calling out other men, him believing women, him admitting when he's wrong, him appreciating what others do for him being a feminist, him being able to laugh at himself, him always trying to learn, him owning up to his faults, him keeping his word, him relishing in the responsibilities that he has as a man, him working to better his mental health, him nourishing, rewarding relationships, him caring about his physical health, him challenging himself, him respecting everybody, and him being ambitious, end quote. Now, I didn't see anywhere in these bullet points where it says what makes a man is him disrespecting women, him fighting other men, him disrespecting other men, him being an a-hole, him not being able to communicate, him not being able to express his emotions. All of that stuff y'all like to instill into these young men, especially young Black men, is insane. It's insane. And for the people who put representation in the media, a lot of y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. The way that y'all overly sexualize men, but extremely overly sexualize Black men, because there's a huge difference on how you guys sexualize other men versus how you sexualize Black men, is extremely vile. You all are the reason men are the way they are today. Period. And if you feel uncomfortable, I'm talking to you. Now, I agree with all these things LovePinky.com says. These are all great qualities of what makes a man, and not what the other crap y'all like to believe is. The other crap y'all like to believe is not what makes a man a man. There are a lot of real men out there who live by the qualities I just listed, but there are also a lot more men who can't even comprehend half of these qualities, and that's sad. And I said that. There are a lot more men who can't even comprehend and don't even have half of these qualities, and that's sad. I need people to know what they want, because y'all say y'all know what y'all want in a man, but then can't handle it. And when y'all get these type of qualities, y'all call these men boring. And go out of your way to seek other men who are toxic, who won't do anything for you. It's a disgusting, vicious cycle. Now, this all came up because one of y'all uncles, Charleston White, got on a podcast again. I'm so tired of him and LaBoosie, and spewed some dumb rhetoric. He said real men get dirty and women stay clean. Men who take care of themselves are homosexuals. Now, I want to say this. Playing with James says we're taught not to express our emotions. And if we do, we are not real men. And I agree. It's dumb. It's dumb. Naturally Radiant says you are preaching a word. I want y'all to listen to this Charleston White and his dumb, dirty behind. And let's discuss if you agree with him or if you don't, and what makes a real man. You're more than welcome to call in at 702-221-7283. Again, that's 702-221-7283, or continue to comment on the social media, all right? Take a listen.
Go get your nails done. You're going to go get your feet done. You moisturize every day. What kind of man are you?
You said get your hair cut every week.
What kind of man are you, homie? You somewhat of a homosexual man.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying you get your hair cut every week. That's feminine.
If you get your hair cut every week, homie, that's damn near feminine to me. Because you getting your hair done, you getting your nails done, you getting your toes done, and you moisturizing your body. That's a woman's body. Literally, if you look at it, homie, a man normally is dirty because he got a trade, he got a skill. Normally a man is musty, man is ashy, shoes dirty, because he's actively involved doing something. The nigga sitting around just cute and pretty all day long. He ain't never dirty. Every day he cute. Every day he pretty. Every day he well put together.
Yo,
what man did he get that from?
This is amazing content, man.
What man did he get this from? You get that from your mama. You ain't never seen your daddy sitting up lotion in his leg, my nigga. Putting lotion. You ain't never seen your...
I'm over it. This man said moisturizing your body is gay. It's feminine. It's a woman's body. Oh my gosh. Do y'all know how dumb that sounds? Do you know how dumb that is? Oh my gosh, we need to stop giving these people platforms. Oh, it is so stressful being a man, but it's so stressful being a black man. And Charleston White is a black man. He probably don't even wash his behind. Are you? Oh my gosh. You telling me that a man is dirty because he has a trade? There's nothing wrong with having a trade. There are a lot of people out there who have trades and they make a lot of money. But I know a lot of people who have trades, and when they come home, they clean themselves. They wash their shoes. They wash their fingernails. They clean their butts. You said men are supposed to walk around being musty? Are you an idiot? Like, what? You want men to walk around and be musty? That's nasty. I don't want to smell not a nan person's must, whether it's a man, a woman, a dog, a baby. I don't want to smell not a nan person. A real man knows how to clean his body. What are you talking about? Even cavemen washed their butts. Who wants to walk around musty? Who wants to walk around ashy? That is the dumbest rhetoric I have ever heard in my life. You want us to not put on lotion? First of all, I'm in Chicago, Illinois. Do you know how cold it is right now? My body is ashy when I just wake up because it's cold outside. Do you know not only is being ashy gross looking, but also can lead to health problems, aka eczema? I may have said that wrong. Eczema, whatever y'all want to call it, eczema. Do you know that if you're ashy for way too long, you can break your skin, you can cut yourself, you can harm yourself? Being ashy is not a man quality. Being ashy is dumb and leads to health problems. What? Being musty also leads to health problems. Not washing under your arms and your butt literally can clog up your pores and lead to health problems. Google it. And you want people to walk around like that. Make that make sense. And you're mad because other men are pretty. It's not our fault. You're ugly. If you're so insecure that another man's attractiveness threatens you, that is a you problem. Just because you may be losing your hairline or your fingernails are shaped weird or whatever, don't project your insecurity on other people. Some of us men like to feel and look put together. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Kara on Instagram put the throw up emoji. She also says facts. I like if I had a son, and when I do have a son, because I plan on having kids, that little boy not gonna walk around this house musty. You know how irritated I would be to be around anything musty? That's nasty. My kids gonna know to wash their behinds. And a lot of y'all men are my age and still don't even know how to wash your butts correctly. That's nasty. Ew. Then you want to say a real man doesn't get their hair done all the time and get their hair clipped. If you're broke, just say that. If you can't afford getting your hair cut and keeping up with your maintenance, just say that. Like I said earlier, there are people for everybody. And there are a lot of women out there who love a man who keeps themselves put together. For the men out there who are listening to my live morning radio show, please don't listen to men like Charleston White and Boosie. Please don't let these men be your idols. This is why a lot of y'all are looking dumb, are hurting in silence, who have suicidal thoughts and more, because you allow these dumb individuals who haven't even sought help themselves to be your role models. Please do better. Please seek help. Please define what a man means to you and do your life the way you want to do your life. Live your life the way you want to live your life. If you're not hurting yourself, others, or animals, who cares? All right, y'all, this has been the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST in Las Vegas, Nevada, and now 12 p.m. until 1 p.m. CST in Chicago, Illinois. As well, live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at The Jaime Dee Show. That's TheJaimeDeeshow. If you like what you heard today or what you saw, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and send this link out to your friends. And if you want to promote your business, products, or services, hit me up at info@JaimeDee.com. That's info@JaimeDee.com. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out. What's up, everybody? You were just tuned into the Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. If you aren't in the Las Vegas area, you can catch my show live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at The Jaime Dee Show. That's TheJaimeDeeshow. If you want to advertise your business on my show, email us at info@JaimeDee.com. Thank you all so much for your support. See you tomorrow.